And a very good evening and welcome to this broadcast of college soccer on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network as the Buffaloes. West Texas A&M here at the pitch hosting the UT Tyler Patriots. Patriots come in with a record of 5-3-5 overall, 1-2-2 in LSC play, while the Buffaloes come in with a record of 6-4-3, 3-1-1 on the season so far. In this series, WT controls the series after the Patriots transition to Division II. The Buffs have won all but one meeting. In the first meeting between the two, they tied to a 1-1 draw. Since that tie, the Buffs have won 4 straight and have outscored the Patriots 8-3. Patriots are coming in off of a 3-1 loss to Oklahoma Christian in Tyler. After the loss, UT Tyler holds, as we mentioned, that 5-3-5 record on the season. Mako leads the Patriots with 9 points on 4 goals and an assist, with Lucas Paulin following with 3 goals and an assist. 3 different goalkeepers have seen time for the Patriots this season, with Diego Belligari and Luke Ryan accounting for all but 90 minutes. Ryan has received the starts as of late. Belligari entered the Patriots' most recent contest against Oklahoma Christian. Group has 44 saves and 15 goals allowed on 136 shots so far this season. So they have a 1.15 goals against average and a 746 save percentage. Last time out for the Buffaloes, they protected a 1-goal halftime lead in Laredo on Wednesday night. WT scored in the 32nd minute when Dylan Watson jumped the passing lane and beat the keeper on a breakaway. The remainder of the first half went in favor of the Buffs, but the script changed at half number 2. A&M International came out aggressive and pressured WT into mistakes. Dust Devils used their pressure to net a tying goal in the 55th minute, and then the goal-ahead goal in the 86th minute. TAMIU added another goal with 12 seconds to play, ending the game with a 3-1 win for the Buffaloes. Last time, of course, they were here at home was against St. Mary's, and the Buffs lost that one tied that one by a count of 1-1. And again, the Buffs scored a goal with looked like 1/10 of a second left on the clock, but the referee disallowed it, so they settled for that 1-1 tie against St. Mary's. The Buffs in Midwestern State sits atop the Lone Star Conference with a 5-0 record. WT is 3-1-1. Eastern New Mexico is 2-1-2 on the season. And then Oklahoma Christian, St. Mary's, UT Tyler, and Dallas Baptist. A&M International is there next, then Lubbock Christian and St. Edwards rounds it out. Starters for this one today for UT Tyler. Luke Ryan will be in goal, 6'1", redshirt sophomore from Dublin, Ireland. William Kiena is one of the defenders, the sophomore from Stockholm, Sweden. Nori Ito, the graduate student from Tokyo, Japan, also a defender. Lucas Paulun is a senior from Essen, Germany. Raul Carrillo is a graduate student from Tyler, Texas. He will be a midfielder. Rodrigo Mendez, a forward from Portugal. Hugo Marquez, a defender from Rio de Janeiro. Tato Meko is, their leader in goals this year from Frisco, Texas. Also starting, Solomon Saboya, a 6'1" junior from Brazil, and Jordan Toy, a freshman from Hamilton, New Zealand, along with Craig Chisholm, 5'8" graduate student from Chester, England. For the Buffaloes, Asaf Cristal will be in goal tonight. Daniel Burton and Theo Bennett will be on the back line, along with Brian Martinez. Mateo Landis will be up front. Sam Scarth will be in the middle, along with Chris Palomino. Keaton Hartman gets the start on the right side tonight. Dylan Watson on the left side. DeJounte Davis will be one of the forwards up front. And then the speedster Josh Beeson, the freshman from Warwickshire, England, also gets the start for the Buffaloes in this one tonight. The Buffs will be going from left to right, while Tyler will be going from right to left as we get this one about set to get underway. Again, This is the second of two here today. Texas Women's University beat the Lady Buffs 1-0 in our first match here this evening. And so, again, another win for Texas Women's as they sit atop the Lone Star Conference for the women's side of things. Both teams out in the middle of the pitch, getting final instructions as they usually do. Goalies out there trying to encourage everyone, as Luke Ryan again will be in goal for the Tyler Patriots. And Asaf Kristal will be in goal from Tel Aviv for the WT Buffaloes. Did talk to head coach Butch Lawfer. This was last week when all of the issues occurred in Israel, and understood that Asaf's family was okay. I believe we understand, too, that Ben Siri's family is okay. Ben Siri not in the starting lineup tonight, but we understand his family is also okay. So as we set to get this one underway, the Buffs will kick this one off, and we are underway. WT will blast this one up ahead. Over on the far side, that goes out of bounds. That will be a Tyler throw-in. Header by the Buffs. That's going to be kicked back toward the midline. Running it down, there's bicycle kick backwards for the Buffaloes. Controlling it, WT gets it over on the near side to Davis. DeJounte goes to the back line. Theo Bennett's now will control it over on the far side of the field. Got it to Martinez, back to Bennett's. Theo will bring it up. Feeds it up ahead. With it, driving, is Mateo Landis. Landis has a shot that's controlled by Luke Ryan. The goalie will get set to put this one in play, rolls it out to the near side. Putting his foot into it is Nori Ito. And that is across the midline. Buffs will run it down. Theo Bennett will kick it back to Kristal. And Asaf will kick it up toward the midline. Comes back. Bennett controls it. Kicks it over to Martinez. Over on the far side with it. Buffs trying to control it at the midline. Now to the back line for UT Tyler. So that one's put in play, driven up on the far side. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for WT. We had originally said Luke Ryan was the starting goalkeeper, but instead it's Diego Berlingeri, the junior from Fort Worth, is in goal tonight to start this one for UT Tyler. Over on the near side, Hartman kicks it up ahead to Davis. Davis feeds it toward the middle and taken away by the Patriots. Back to the goalie. Berlingeri will control it. Puts his foot into it and will knock that one out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Just underway here at the pitch, 78 degrees. So our game time temperature, wind of the southeast at 11 miles per hour. Wind has calmed down from earlier this afternoon. Buffs control it, driving over on the far side. Down in the corner. That one's kicked up. Tyler has it on their back line. Looking to try to feed it up ahead. They do. Scramble for the ball. Sam Scarth trying to make the theft, but Tyler controls it to bring it across, feed it up ahead. And that one will probably go out of bounds and be AWT. Well, it stays in. Stays, kind of walk the chalk line over there. Stays in. WT controls it. Bennett comes across the field to Burton. Daniel will go back to Kristal in goal. Over on the left side, though, he will work it up. Chris Palomino Burton. Palomino will send it back to Daniel Burton. And WT tries to reset their offense. Cristall in goal. As the green uni's on today, in goal. Berlingeri has the red goalie keeper gear on today. Buffs send it to Palomino. Chris, sliding tackle taken away by UT Tyler. And taking it back the other way is Davis. Jean will bring it up, tries to feed it up ahead. Loose ball with it. Is Teo Meko, tries to drive it toward the middle. Has it taken away by Sam Scarth. To Landis. Landis goes to the back line. Bennett's works it around to Burton. Comes over to Hartman. Keaton will bring it up, tries to feed it to the middle, but that's going to be taken away by Nori Ito. Ito takes it away. Buffs take it back the other way, now feed it up ahead. Trying to drive up toward the middle. Breakaway for WT. Here's a shot. It's off the top of the crossbar. Nice effort by Dylan Watson. Man, he got some breakaway speed on that one. Took a right foot into it. Just goes off the top crossbar. Bounces away. Goal kick for Diego Berlingeri. He gets it across to the midfield. Burton controls it. Gets it up to Landis. Mateo trying to dribble away from traffic. Got pushed down, and there's going to be a foul called on the Patriots. 6 minutes we've played here in this first half. No score between the Buffs and the Patriots of UT Tyler. Up ahead to Hartman. Davis controls it. Burton lobs this one up to Hartman, trying to get him up ahead of the pack. And protecting that one as it goes out of bounds was Nori Ito. And so that'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. Ito back to the goalie. We're on the far side of the pitch, trying to bring it up along the sideline. There's a pass up ahead, taken away. Theo Bennett will run it down. Goes back to Cristall in goal. He'll lob this one up on the far side. Over on the near side to Scarth. Sam all the way across the pitch to Davis. Davis controls it. Davis drives around his defender. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in. Davis throws it in quickly. That's going to be headed back by the Patriots. Scramble for the loose ball. Trying to run it down is Beeson. He's thrown out of the way. Hartman keeps that in play right toward the middle, but taken away by Carrillo. Scramble for the loose ball. What a theft right there by the Buffaloes Landis. He comes toward the middle, feeds it up to Scarth. Scarth drives, puts his foot into it, and that one finds the back of the net. Sam Scarth. What a shot. And a feed over across the way from Mateo Landis. And Sam Scarth drives that one in at 37-32 left to play here in the first half. The Buffs take a early 1-0 lead here in this one. So Landis on the feed over to Sam Scarth, and Sam Scarth gets the goal. And the Buffs lead 1-0. So it'll be Tyler with the kick. What a nice offensive push by the Buffaloes. Tyler puts it in play. They lob it up ahead. That's going to go out of bounds, and there'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. 1-0, the Buffs control it. Well, I'll take that back. They gave the goal to Mateo Landis. Thought it was Scarth who got the breakaway, but nevertheless, Buffs do get the goal, and they lead 1-0. Gave the assist to Brian Martinez. Here's a pass up ahead. Davis drives it across the midline, tries to feed it up ahead to Beeson. Beeson trying to run it down, got tripped up, controls it, sends it back. And that goes out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in. Hartman gets set to put this one in play. So in it comes. Tyler has it across the way, put their foot into it across the midline. Buffs take it back. Pass to Beeson. Beeson has it taken away by William Kiena. Kiena will go back to goal. And we'll get it to Berlin Jerry. Up ahead. Looking for Mecco. Mecco will drive it toward the middle, tries to split the defenders. WT applies the pressure, and they take it away. Hartman will drive it up on the left side, on the far side, I should say. It's going to be headed back by UT Tyler. They drive it toward the middle. Blocked away nicely by the Buffaloes. Tyler has it back toward the middle. Buffs lead this one 1-0. Over on the near side, Hugo Marquez. Marquez feeds it up ahead to Jordan Toy. Toy over on the far side. Nice little dribbling against Brian Martinez. Slide tackle. Knocks that one out of bounds. Nice drive over there by Rodrigo Mendez. So that'll be a corner kick for Tyler. So getting set to put this one in play will be Rodrigo Mendez. Scrambling in the box for both teams. Mendez kicks it to the back line. There's a shot high, headed out by Martinez. Knocked down. We got an offsides. Offsides called on Tyler. So it will be Asaf Cristal who puts this one in play. So Asaf telling everybody to get up. He's going to put his foot into it. Going into that southeast wind. Cristal drives this one. It's going to be headed out by William Kiana. Davis has it for the Buffs. Takes it with the right foot, goes to the right side. Nice feed toward the middle. Has it almost taken away, controls it, sends it back to Sam Scarth. Scarth comes over on the near side, finds Watson. Watson drives in the corner toward the middle. That one just got away, trying to set it up for Landis again. That one just got away. And that one goes out of bounds. And that'll be a throw in for Tyler. Solomon Saboye throws that one in. Nori Ito controls it on the back line. Over to William Kiena. Kiena goes back to the goalie. Diego Berlin Jerry comes over on the near side. Driven across, taken away by the Buffaloes. They get it up to Scarth. Scarth gets away from pressure. Sends it over to Burton, who goes back to the back line. And now to Asaf Cristal, who will reset over to Beeson. Or Theo Bennett, controls it. Back to Cristal. Over to Burton. toward the middle to Scarth, comes over to Keaton Hartman. Hartman goes back. Daniel Burton. Daniel will dribble through traffic now. Drives it up ahead. Looks to get it up to Watson. Over to Mateo, who lobs it over on the far side of the field, trying to set up Beeson. One goes out of bounds, and so that'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Martinez will get set to throw this one in. Gets it to Watson. That one's knocked out of bounds again. Another throw-in for Brian Martinez. Now he'll let the defenders clear a little bit out of the crease. Feeds it in. Up ahead, running it down. It's Theo Bennett's. Bennett's kicks it over to goal to Cristall. Cristall will come over to Burton. Burton will feed it to the middle. Sam Scarth. Scarth over on the left side to Bennett's. Over on the near side to Hartman. Keaton will go back to Burton. To Scarth. Played almost 15 minutes in this first half. Buffs lead at 1-0. Teo Landis credited for the goal. Buffs now just playing keep away on the back line. Now they lob this one up. Trying to get it to Hartman, who heads it up to Davis. DeJounte brings it back to Keaton. Hartman goes back to Scarth. The Buffs move their defenders up. They feed it toward the middle. Here's a nice give and go over to Beeson. Gets away from him. And taking it away, UT Tyler. They get it to the back line. And Nori Ito will feed up ahead. Controlled up ahead by Jordan Toy. Feeds it over on the right side. Rodrigo Mendez. Mendez drives it toward the middle and got the back goal. Mendez kind of held up the ball and shot it back across with his left foot. Got that in the back left corner of the goal to tie this one up at 1 apiece. And watch the replay here. Again, here's the feed to Mendez, and then he goes up and stops, then comes back to the middle, and then just with the left foot drives that one in the left corner. Able to tie this one up at 1 apiece. So we're at 1-1 here in this first half. That goal was scored at the 15-14 mark by Rodrigo Mendez. So WT will put this one in play. Buffs control it to the back line. A little give and go. Burton gets it up ahead. Mateo. Landis is going to be fouled. That'll be a free kick for the Buffaloes. They tell them to bring it back to the midline, so free kick for the Buffs from there. They go back to Cristall, who will work it over to the far side. Theo Bennett will control it for the Buffs. Theo will reset back to Cristall, who will bring this one up a little ways. Back to Bennett's. 1-1 match between UT Tyler and the Buffaloes. Buffs send it toward the middle. Mateo tries to feed it up to Beeson. Beeson has it taken away. Bennett's controls it over to Hartman. Back over to Bennett's. Bennett's will get it to Scarth. Sam will work it back to Theo Bennett's. Now to Daniel Burton. Burton comes over on the near side to Hartman. Hartman drives with his left foot, feeds it over to Scarth. Scarth over to Bennett's. Theo will bring it up, get it over on the far side. And Brian Martinez will have that one go off, out of bounds off of UT Tyler. So Martinez will throw that in. Coming in for the Buffaloes, Trevor Suggs will come in for Josh Beeson. Beeson will get a breather. Getting the Buffs trying to stay in the top part of the bracket with the Lone Star Conference. Here's a shot up ahead to Davis. Jonte dribbles to his right. Trying to dance around, trying to feed that one toward the middle. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. And that'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. Mateo Landis will put this one in play. So Mateo gets set to put this one in. Buffs set up their offense. That's going to be headed up toward the goal. Goes over the top, though. That was a nice effort. As Daniel Burton tried to head that one in. He was on the backside of the goal, trying to use his 6'4" frame to drop that one in. Couple of subs coming in for UT Tyler. Sid Cleofa comes in, sophomore from Tyler. And also coming in will be Andre Cavicchione comes in. So this one is put in play at the midline. Controlled by the Buffaloes, now taken back away by UT Tyler. Toward the midline. Back over to Nori Ito. Ito puts his foot into it, trying to feed it up ahead to Mecco. And that one goes out of bounds. Let's see, that may be a corner kick for UT Tyler. So slowly walking down to that end of the pitch to put this one in play will be Nori Ito, 5'9" grad student from Tokyo. Played at Florida International before coming to UT Tyler. Instead, it will be a throw-in. Not a corner kick, but it is a throw-in. So Ito gets set to throw this one in, lobs it up toward the goal. It's going to be headed out by the Buffaloes. Okay, back toward the middle. Now they clear the box. Here's a shot taken up by Cristall. He controls it. So it comes out to Daniel Burton on the near side. Burton goes toward the middle, trying to feed Mateo. Goes over to Theo Bennett's on the far side. Played 20 minutes so far in this one. We're tied at 1. As Mateo Landis got a goal for the Buffaloes. And Mendez got the goal for UT Tyler. Rodrigo able to tie it up. It's a shot up toward the goalie. Coming away with it is Diego Berlin-Jerry. Puts his foot into it, comes out toward the near side, trying to feed it up ahead to Craig Chisholm. Chisholm goes to the back line. Now to the midline, coming across quickly is Andre Cavicchione. Cavicchione has it knocked away. Still controlling it, Rodrigo Mendez. Gets it to the back line, and they'll reset. Pass up ahead, and coming away with a fortunate bounce is Mecco. Mecco drives toward the middle, and he is taken out by the Buffaloes. A good tackle by WT. Pass up ahead, trying to get it up to Suggs. He's pushed down, and they're going to call that one. And UT Tyler coaching staff not pleased after their player, Mecco, got taken out, and the Buffaloes get the foul here at the midline. So Hartman will put this one in play. Goes back to Burton. Finds Sam Scarth. Scarth. Get it over on the near side to Burton. Burton will drive this one up. Feeds it in the middle, and that's going to be taken away by UT Tyler. 22-22 left to play in this first half. Tied at 1. Bennett's over to Burton. Daniel puts his foot into it, tries to lead up ahead. Tyler controls it back the other way. Scarth knocks it toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. Scarth, nice pass over on the left side to Watson. No call on the tackle. Fans don't like it. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that will be a Tyler throw-in. Some subs coming in for both teams. For UT Tyler coming in will be Omar Bellana. And also coming in will be Brian Rivas Guzman. For the Buffaloes coming in will be Gabriel Navarez and also Kelvin Artiega. So a couple of subs both ways for both teams. 21-12 left to play here in the first half. Throw in from Tyler. That goes out of bounds and will be a Tyler throw in as it was knocked out by the Buffaloes. Over on the far side. They go to the back line. Suggs trying to put on the pressure. Goes back to the goalie. He controls it over to the near side. With it is Ito. Puts his foot into it, drives it up ahead, and goalie comes up. A nice play by Asaph Cristal, who comes over to Burton. Daniel Burton will come over to Keaton. There's a give and go back to Keaton. Sprints up ahead. Takes it to the middle to Suggs, taken away by Tyler. Patriots advance it the other way, trying to feed it up ahead to Mecco. Mecco to the back line. Goes to Guzman. He'll go all the way across the pitch to Mendez. Mendez, who has the goal for UT Tyler, kicks it to the back line, to the midline. Comes over on the near side, running it down is Ito. Ito controls it. Buffs put pressure on the ball. They go back to the goalie. Berlin Jerry will knock it over on the far side of the pitch. Trying to drive that one up is Kiano. But the Buffs able to intercept that. Daniel Burtons has it. Feeds it to the middle to Chris Palomino. Palomino with a nice move. Tried to lob it up, and he ran that into the referee. And so that hit the referee. That stops play. Referee touches it now, puts it in play. Comes back to Hartman. Goes back to Cristal. 18:50 left to play. Cristal goes over to Theo Bennett's. Bennett's tries to drive it up ahead, trying to get it to Landis. Taken away by UT Tyler. Patriots get it over to Mendez. Mendez has that taken away by the Buffs toward the middle of the field, but running it down is Guzman. And we've got an offside called on UT Tyler. So Asaph Cristal will put this one in play. Comes over to the near side. Hartman goes back to Burton, and that's going to be out of bounds. That'll be a WT throw-in. Just under 18 minutes left to play this first half. We're tied at 1 between the Buffaloes and the Patriots. Keaton comes way up the field, feeds it up ahead to Landis. Scramble for the loose ball. Again, a WT throw-in. Now they're changing it, and they say instead it will be a Tyler throw-in. So Chisholm will throw this one in for the Patriots. The graduate student from Chester, England, will lob it ahead. There's a give and go, driving it. Chris Palomino looks and has that one taken away by Chisholm. Knocked out of bounds. Nope, Buffs keep it in bounds, and they feed it up to Daniel Burton. Burton will feed it to the middle. Works it to Arteaga. They'll go over to the far side of Martinez. Bryan will now work it toward the middle. Goes back to Bennett's. There's a nice give over on the left side. Trying to drive it up. Here's a pass up ahead. Trying to feed it up toward Palomino, but that one got kicked in toward the middle instead and ends up with Diego Berlin-Jerry, who knocks that one out. He gets it out to William Kiana. Kiana will come over on the near side. Look to and find Mecco. Mecco across the pitch over to the far side. Scramble for the ball. Trying to get there. Sliding tackle as that goes out of bounds. Let's see what the far side official says. That'll be a throw-in for UT Tyler. Is he calling it a throw? He's calling it a corner kick instead for UT Tyler. So another corner kick for the Patriots. Getting set to put this in play, Rodrigo Mendez, the 5'4" sophomore from Portugal. Puts his left foot into it. It bends toward the goal. It's going to be headed up. Controlling it. Here's a shot toward the middle. Knocked out by the Buffaloes. Still controlled over to the left side. With it is Amunti Natu. And that one goes out of bounds. And so that'll be a Buff throw in. Instead, they're going to say throw it in over on the far sideline. They went to the goalie, Cristal, but instead, Cristal will put this one in play. Arteaga puts it over on the far side to Bennett. Bennett goes to the middle. Navarez, give it back to Bennett. Feed it to Martinez. Bennett will drive it up. Mateo, nice spin move, still stays on his feet. Suggs goes to the back line. Here's a feed up on the right side to Palomino. Palomino tried to feed it toward the middle. It was knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be a Buff throw in. Trying to feed it up ahead to Suggs. That was a nice feed. Chris Palomino. Nancio Calderon comes in as Mateo. Landis will come out for the Buffaloes. Butch Laufer standing in front of the bench, shouting some instructions for his Buff players. A couple of subs come in as well. Philip Akim Jr. comes in. So too does Anaka Sato. So a throw in for the Buffs toward the goal. That's going to be headed up. Kicked out of there by Akeem Jr. Knocks it away. Comes to the back line. Burtons will lob this one up. And coming up to grab it is the goalie, Berlin-Jerry. Hear a whistle. Oh, we got a guy hurt on a header, I think, for Tyler. So the training staff will come out and attend to him. real quick. WT Athletics would like to thank Legends Canyon for being a proud sponsor of the WT student section for all athletic events. Thank you for your continued support. I'd also like to recognize Lions Realty as a proud partner of WT Athletics. Give them a call at 806-358-3900. It's Lions Realty, official realtor of WT Athletics. And WT Athletics would like to thank MetaDrive Pharmacy for their support of our athletes. Located on 23rd Street, MetaDrive can assist with all your pharmaceutical needs. MetaDrive is the official pharmacy of WT Athletics. We're still attending to the Tyler player that is down. A 1-1 ball game so far here, as the Buffs get a goal from Mateo Landis early in this one, and Tyler answers back with a goal from Rodrigo Mendez. That's what ties it up. There's Butch Lawfer in his 33rd year with the Buffaloes, having a conversation with his Buff team players there in front of the bench. And so, again, we think this was a header, and probably just the angle was wrong. So, player down for UT Tyler. And so, let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. We'll do so, and we'll come back after this on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
13:25 left to play here in the first half as the officials continue to tend to a Tyler player. He is sitting up, and so they're just treating him for, and we don't want to speculate too much, but we think it was just a header. He might have got a little bit of an injury there, so the training staff is attending to him. 13:25 left to play. Some other scores around the LSC, of course, the Lady Buffs lost earlier tonight as they fell to Texas Women's by a 1-0 count in that one. Also, Lubbock Christian women's soccer beat UT Tyler 1-0. In football, it was Midwestern State over Western Oregon, 33-6. In volleyball, Dallas Baptist beat Texas Women's 3-0 in that contest. Some other action in volleyball, Arkansas Fort Smith over Cameron 3-0. And Kingsville beat Eastern New Mexico 3-1. UT Permian Basin over St. Edwards 3-0. Those are some of the scores from around the LSC. Players are going back out. They're still attending to the player for the Patriots. Some other football scores, as Texas Permian Basin leading Angelo State 28-23, starting the fourth quarter in that one. Kingsville leading Eastern New Mexico 14-7, also in the second quarter. WT Volleyball, of course, beat Oklahoma Christian 3-1 today. So the player who was down was Brian Rivas Guzman, and they've just put a bandage on the head there a little bit. He probably got a cut on a header, so he's making his way out. So now the officials got to remember where they had stopped play for this one. So they're going to put it in play in front of the goal for UT Tyler. The officials still cleaning up the field a little bit. So the WT medical staff also helping out on that one. And so the official gets set to put this in play. 13:25 left to play. Gives it to the goalie. He'll roll it out to the near side. And there's a shot put up by the foot of Ito. It's controlled at the midline. To the back line. Trying to drive it to the middle. Taken away by the Buffaloes. But still controlling it. Tyler has it over on the far side of the field. Go to the back line to Ito. Comes up, trying to feed it up ahead. Nice pass. Working it up to Chisholm. Chisholm just lost it, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for UT Tyler. 12:35 left to play in this first half. We're tied at 1 between these two. Chisholm will lob this one in, and it's going to be taken away by the Buffaloes as they will clear that out of the box. Suggs tries to go up and get the header. It's going to be taken to the back line. Ito's trying to run it down. As he controls it, pressure there applied by Suggs. Hartman with the theft. Buffs are aggressive. They take it over on the far side of Martinez, and there is a foul called. That's going to be called against UT Tyler. Omar Bellana got called for the foul contact. So free kick for the Buffs. Sam Scarth will put this one in play. Goes back to Burton at the midline. Burton over to Palomino. Chris will lob this one up. It's going to be headed up right to the goalie. As Suggs tried to use his 6'3" frame in order to drive that one in. Scarth trying to control it at the midline. Buffs have it. Get it to Scarth. Scramble. There's a header out by Theo Bennett. Comes over on the near side. Buffs trying to track this one down. Driving it, Ben Siaba. Goes over to the right side. That one goes out of bounds, and that'll be a WT throw-in. Trying to control that one over there is Kerry Idol, freshman from Iceland. Buffs have it. Burton toward the middle. That's taken away by Tyler, but the Buffs steal it back the other way over to Martinez. Brian will put his foot into it, trying to feed it to the middle, trying to get it to Calderon. Taken away by Ito. Ito goes back to his goalie, and Berlin Jerry will control it. Send it out to the far side of the pitch. Oh, there's a late foul called on WT. Brian Martinez disagrees with the call. Timeout taken, and he may get a card on this one for arguing with the official. So official calls time to explain this. See if he's pulling a card out on this one. Chris Palomino trying to lighten the mood momentarily. Over there now, he say put this in play. So free kick for UT Tyler. The Patriots put this in play. This is lobbed up toward the goal. Chris Dahl knocks it away, and the Buffs will clear it out to the midline. Scramble for it. Palomino has, and they're going to call Palomino with a foul. Getting set to come in at the next opportunity for WT Be Beck Adams. Ito puts this one in play. It's going to be headed back by UT Tyler. A nice pass over on the near side, driving it down in the corner. There's a shot. It is knocked away and out of bounds. Got that sub coming in, and so coming in for WT, Beck Adams will come in for Trevor Suggs. So goal kick for the Buffaloes with 8:26 left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 1. Buffs very aggressive early in this one. Tyler has been probably just as aggressive toward the last half here in this first half. That one's going to be headed up by the Buffaloes. Keaton will lob this one up. We'll head it again. Trying to run it down is Beck Adams. Comes over to Ito on the near side. He'll put his foot into it. Feeds it up ahead to Ben Siaba. Feeds it up on the right side. Try to control it. That shot was wide of the intended target. Now it's blocked. Buffaloes will head this one out. Adams trying to get it up ahead. Trying to control it. Back the other way, Omar Bellana knocks it away. Take it to the back line. There's a pass over to Ito on the near side. Ito will drive this one up. Feeds it over to the far side of the pitch, but the Buffs able to take that one away. Trying to get it up to Palomino. It's going to be controlled by the Patriots. So to the back line to Ito with 6:47 left to play. Pass in the middle. Keaton Hartman will knock away. Buffs have it. Feed it up ahead. Santiago over on the left side. Driving it. The Buffs feed it in the corner. Navarra will dribble through traffic. Put his foot into it, trying to feed it over on the near side to Calderon. Goes back to Hartman. Scarth lobs this one up, trying to get it to the left side. It's taken away. Hartman, or Scarth, controls it with a header. Back to Sam. Goes over on the far side of the pitch to Martinez. Palomino now controls it for the Buffaloes. Goes back to Arteaga, to Scarth, over to Keaton Hartman on the near side. Keaton will drive this one up. Calderon goes back to Burton. Burton goes across the pitch in the middle line, gets it over to Theo Bennett. Bennett drives this one up ahead, trying to give and go. Burton will feed it up to Hartman on the right side. Hartman down in the corner to Calderon. Calderon controls it. Feeds it toward the middle. Scarth over on the near side. Navarez, here's a shot. It's in there for the goal. Beck Adams gets a nice feed. Has a little dance. As Beck Adams got a nice feed at the 5:09 mark. Left to play. So Adams gives the Buffs a 2-1 lead in this one. Just a nice feed right here. Navarez to Beck Adams and puts his right foot into it. And again, credit Gabriel Navarez on the assist. And the Buffs lead 2-1. Just under 5 minutes left to play, and they go back to the goalie. And Diego Berlin, Jerry will reset it. Ito has it. Berlin Jerry across the way. The pass to the middle. Over on the near side, running this one down is Chisholm. Goes toward the goal and knocking it over the top. Nice play by Asoff. Kristall knocked that away. It'd be a corner kick for UT Tyler. 2-1, the Buffs lead. 4:17 left to play. UT Tyler will get set to put this one in play. As Andre Conviccione, the senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, played at Auburn Montgomery before coming here to UT Tyler, puts this in play. Scramble in the net. Buffs knock that one away. Another shot toward the left side of the goal. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for UT Tyler. Patriots will run this one down. They will get it in play, headed out by the Buffs. Beck Adams gets pushed down, and so that'll be a foul. Adams comes up limping on this one. See if it's just a cramp. Tries to walk this one off. 3:17 left to play. So Kristall will put this one in play for the Buffaloes. It's a free kick. 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Kristall gets set. Puts his foot into it. Into that southeast wind. It's going to be headed up. Going to be kicked back toward the midline. Daniel Burton will knock this one up ahead. There's a handball, and that is called, I think. So that one hit a hand, and so it'll be a free kick for the Patriots. They put it in play, come over the near side to Ito. Ito, pressure on him from Beck Adams. Drives this one up, and that's going to go out of bounds. And so that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. 2:05 left to play here in the first half. 2-1, Buffs lead it. 2 goals for the Buffaloes, one from Mateo Landis, the other from Beck Adams. Rodrigo Mendez has the goal for Tyler. 2-1 our score. Kristall puts this in play with 1:45 left to play. Buffs click it over to the near side, and that's going to go out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. Getting set to throw this one in, Craig Chisholm. Lobs this one in. Scarth will knock it out of bounds. He used the body of the Patriot player to kind of get up in the air. That one's kicked out of bounds by Hartman, so another throw in for Ito. So 1 minute left. Ito now taking his time. He's going to lob this one up. Gets this one high in the air. Scramble. Comes out. Ito controls it. Pressure on him from Beck Adams, so he has to go to the back line. There's a shot by Sato over on the far side of the pitch. Gets it over to Mendez. Scramble for the loose ball. Buffs putting pressure. And that one's going to be taken at the midline with 20 seconds left. Over on the far side. There's a foul called. And so Beck Adams again knocked down. So the Buffs will get a free kick. And that'll probably be it. That'll be how the half ends. Buffaloes lead this one 2-1 here at the half. Again, a couple of goals for Mateo Landis and for Beck Adams for the Buffaloes and Rodrigo Mendez for UT Tyler, and that's where we sit here at the half, 2-1 in favor of the Buffs. We'll take a timeout. We'll do so and get into our halftime show. But first, this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Lair Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Lair, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so excited to have you on. We have your lovely field in the background joining us. But yeah, I wanted to first dive into your background. You're from Kearney, Nebraska, which is far away from Canyon, Texas. So how did you find WT on the map, and what was kind of the selling point for you?
Honestly, so I'm studying civil engineering, and not a lot of D2 schools have engineering and women's soccer. So that narrowed my search a lot. And if I'm being honest, my mom wanted me to go to Colorado, and we were fighting. So I emailed a school in Texas and came on a visit here, and I just loved it. So I just ended up here kind of on accident, but I love it here. So.
Well, we're glad you're here. And you've really made a name for yourself in the maroon and white, receiving several Lone Star Conference and regional honors. And to start the season, you were named preseason Lone Star Conference Goalkeeper of the Year. How did it feel to receive that honor?
It was exciting. I mean, like, preseason awards to me, like, it just speaks to last season how I played more than this year. But like, it's obviously like encouraging that, you know, people see that, and I'm hoping to bring like that play to this year and see what we can do this season.
You mentioned you're an engineer major, which is crazy. So how do you juggle, you know, being an engineer major and also leading the Lady Buff soccer team?
It's a lot. I mean, I'm a senior now, so like I've had a few years to get my feet under myself, but yeah, you just have to manage my time and get it done when I have a few minutes here and there, so make it work.
You're a major leader on this team, a staple in this program. What, you know, is it like to be in that leadership role? You know, you started as a freshman and now you're major leader. So talk to me about that, kind of making that transition.
Yeah, when I came in, there was a lot of senior leadership that was super strong, and so it was easy to see how I wanted to lead. Like, and then as those girls graduated and moved on, I mean, there's only a few of us upperclassmen on the team right now, so somebody had to step up, and I feel like all of us kind of have stepped up in different ways. So I don't know, it was nice to have an example of what kind of leader I wanted to be as a freshman, so I knew how I wanted to be now that I'm a senior.
You guys are about a month into season. What are you liking most about this team?
Honestly, the team is like, it's just a lot of fun. We have none of the little drama or side cliques and all that like most teams, especially with girls, usually always have. So like, we just all get along really well, and it makes the traveling and just practice a lot of fun, just being able to talk to everybody, and it's just fun. What's
it like playing for Chad? Because we had him on Coffee with Coaches, and he has such a big personality. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you definitely have to get to know like when he's serious and when he's not, but I've really enjoyed playing under him, and he's a good coach and knows soccer, so it makes it a lot of fun. It's just sometimes you never know if he's joking or serious, so you got to figure it out.
So we're going to do something that we haven't done in a while, rapid fire questions. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Yes, they're fun and they're easy.
Okay.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my gosh. Rapid fire is not going Don't Stop Believing.
Okay, there you go. That's a staple. What's your pregame ritual?
every time after we like come to our initial warm up, I have to go to the bathroom. Just like half the time I don't even do anything. I just have to run in there and then I come back. I just did it once and it works, and now I have to keep doing it.
Hey, I understand. I get it. Do you prefer playing in warm weather or cold weather, and why?
Warm, because when it's cold, the ball hurts so bad.
Okay.
Like to get, like if you get hit somewhere, it just hurts.
What's the worst place to get hit?
I'd say for me, like when I catch it, like in my like gut, like in your stomach, if it's just coming in, yeah, it's just not fun.
Yeah. Well, props to you for being able to do that. What is something on your bucket list that you haven't done yet?
I want to go skydiving.
Ooh. So any place particular?
I don't think so. I just want to do it. I would just do it anywhere.
You are like that in general. You totally are. What's your favorite movie in general?
Okay, everyone's going to be like, whatever, but the new Top Gun movie.
No, that was so good.
It's a good movie.
That was great. I love that one. What's your comfort show?
Right now I've been watching Suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a popular one.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been watching that. Okay, what's your favorite T Swift song? Are you a Swiftie?
Not like full blown, but Love Story's pretty good.
Okay, Love
Yeah.
Story, that's a good one. I like it. What piece of advice would you give your younger self?
To not care what people think so much. Like, it doesn't matter.
Scream it louder for the people in the back. If you could play any other sport, what would it be?
Volleyball.
There you go.
Yes.
Good answer.
We live where wide open roads lead to wide open spaces, where life is lived a different kind of way. We believe that generosity should always be given, but loyalty can only be earned. Community is sacred. Integrity is learned. We believe in going the extra mile, whether it's time to work or it's time to play. But most important, we believe in doing the right thing, always.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences have served the Panhandle and beyond.
Today, WT is committed to continuing an ag heritage tradition while inspiring innovation and cutting-edge education. As a regional research university, through ag industry partnerships, WT is focused on solving real-world problems and developing future ag leaders. For more information about supporting WT Ag, go to wtamu.edu/agday.
Your support makes an impact. Buffalo Club donors help our student athletes achieve their goals of winning championships while earning their degree from WT. Your support provides funds for recruiting, scholarships, and program enhancements that make WT recognized as a top 10 NCAA Division II athletic program and the best in Texas.
In the heart of Texas, the prairie wide
Bud Light, proudly brewed
in the heart of Texas.
Well, welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. 2-1, the Buffaloes lead UT Tyler here at the pitch at our halftime. The goals coming by way of Mateo Landis in the first half for the Buffaloes. He put the Buffs up 1-0. And then answering back about 3 minutes later was Rodrigo Mendez as he tied it up at 1-1. And then Beck Adams able to score just with about 4 minutes left to play here in the first half to give the Buffaloes a 2-1 lead. As we look at our first half statistics, it looks this way. As far as the shots are concerned, it's 6-5 in favor of the Patriots. Shots on goal are even at 3 apiece. Saves 2 for the Buffaloes, 1 for the Patriots. Fouls 6 in favor of UT Tyler to 3 for the Buffs. And then corner kicks favor UT Tyler as well, 3-1. There were 3 offsides also called on the Patriots in that first half. As we look around the Lone Star Conference, here's some of the action that's going on around the league. Lubbock Christian beat UT Tyler in women's soccer 1-0. It was Midwestern over Western Oregon in football, 33-0. Dallas Baptist in volleyball beat Texas Women's 3-0. Arkansas Fort Smith 3-0 win over Cameron. Kingsville, a 3-1 volleyball win over Eastern New Mexico, and Permian Basin beat St. Edwards 3-0. Other scores from around the league so far: Kingsville leading in football over Eastern 21-7. That's at the half. UT Permian Basin leading Angelo State 28-23 with about 3:41 left to play in that ball game. DBU over St. Mary's 1-0 in soccer. That's just starting the second half. Also, DBU in women's soccer beat Midwestern beating Midwestern 2-0. That's still in the first half in that one. Lubbock Christian beat Texas A&M International 3-1 in volleyball, and Angelo State beat St. Mary's 3-0 in volleyball. And of course, the Lady Buffs beat Oklahoma Christian 3-1 in their volleyball action earlier tonight. In football, WT playing at Central Washington. That's scoreless in the first quarter. 7:11 left to play in the first quarter of that one as well. We're going to take another timeout. We'll do so and get ready for our second half of action. But first, this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
We know that egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant ag lenders in the state and have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Greg Laird Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Laird, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
We live where wide open roads lead to wide open spaces, where life is lived a different kind of way. We believe that generosity should always be given, but loyalty can only be earned. Community is sacred. Integrity is learned. We believe in going the extra mile, whether it's time to work or it's time to play. But most important, we believe in doing the right thing, always.
And get helped, get fitted, and get your questions answered, and find out about our price matching online today.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. 2-1, the Buffs lead over UT Tyler, the Patriots. As the Buffs get ready for the second half, they have yet to actually make their way out from the locker room. UT Tyler already out here ready to go as we are about set for the second half worth of action. Of course, Butch Lawfer in his 33rd season with the Buffaloes as the head coach, but not to be outdone, really, so to speak. Kenny Jones in his 21st season as head coach of UT Tyler, so he too has a long tenure. with the school. Again, I don't know what is holding up the Buffaloes from coming out. UT Tyler's ready to go. There's 18 seconds left to play, left on the countdown clock before we get the second half underway. So waiting for the Buffaloes to make their way out. Tyler is ready to go. They got their guys on the bench. There's the horn. And so not sure what is holding up the Buffs as UT Tyler ready to go. Now they come out. So a lot of discussion, I think, for head coach Butch Laufer as players just now making their way out as we're about ready to get the second half underway. So Martinez makes his way out. Theo Bennett's. So the Buffs won't get really any warm-up. They'll have to go out there and get ready to play as UT Tyler set to put this one in play. Beck Adams will go back out there on the pitch. So they have changed goalies for UT Tyler. Luke Bryan, who originally was scheduled to start, is now in goal as Diego Berlin-Jerry was in there for the first half. And so now Luke Bryan is in goal as we are about ready to get the second half underway. Tyler will put this one in play. The officials check with each other. They say they're ready to go. And so Tyler puts this one in play. Buffs lead it 2-1. Second half underway. Buffaloes with the theft. Trying to get it over here to Watson on the near side. He'll go back. Theo Bennett's goes back to Watson. Oh, there's a shove. Be a Buff throw in. Oh, it's supposed to be a Buff throw in. He pointed to the Buffs. Instead of UT Tyler gets it. And again, it will be a Tyler throw in. Saboye throw this one in toward the goal. Be kicked out. Tyler controls it out toward the midline. Now they take it to the back line. William Kiena goes back to his goalie. And again, this is Luke Ryan, in goal. Tyler coming out with a lot more energy here in this second half. Buffs control at the midline. Now bring it back to Daniel Burton. Burton will bring it across to Theo Bennett's. Back to Burton. He'll feed it up ahead with it, trying to drive it up to Beck. Here's a shot that's knocked away by the Patriots. Back kick over to Rodrigo Mendez. He goes across the pitch. That's going to be headed out by Hartman. Keaton run this one down as it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a WT throw in. Just underway here in the second half. WT leads this one 2-1. Buffalo's trying to stay in the top tier of the LSC. Currently the Buffs sit in second as they're behind Midwestern State, who's 5-0 in conference play. They have 15 conference points. The Buffs have 10. They're 3-1-1 in conference play. Then Eastern New Mexico 2-1-2. There's a foul called on Tyler, so it'll be the Buffs putting this one in play. Bennett's over to Burton. Tyler controls it on the back line. Ryan kick it over on the near side. There's a lead up ahead taken away by Sam Scarth. Scarth will go back to Brian Martinez. He'll go across the pitch. Daniel Burton. Burton will drive this one up over to Keaton Hartman on the right side. Hartman will drive it across the midline, feeds it toward Beck in the middle. Taken away by UT Tyler. There's a lob up over on the near side. That's going to be headed up by Martinez. He'll knock that one up and out of bounds, and there'll be a throw-in for the Patriots. They get it in quickly. Scramble for the loose ball. WT comes away with it, and there's a trip, no call. Buffs have a player down. That's going to be kicked out of bounds. So they'll attend to the WT player who slowly gets up. It's Chris Palomino. Chris says he's okay. Well, is this going to be a yellow card? So to throw in for the Buffs, still a long conversation with the referee and Hugo Marquez. Here's the lob in. It's headed up in the air, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say goal kick for the Patriots. 2-1, Buffs lead this one. Lady Buffs got beat by Texas women 1-0 earlier here tonight. This is lobbed into the near side. Solomon Saboye trying to control it. Scramble for the loose ball. Pressure over on the far sideline. Mendez has it. Brings it over to the near side. That's Saboye. Goes over to Mendez. That's out of bounds, and that'll be a Buff throw in. So Brian Martinez will put this one in play for the Buffaloes. Senior from Houston, Texas. Trying to get it up ahead to Beck Adams. Buffaloes right at the midline. Scarth takes it away, feeds it across the pitch over to Davis. Jonte controls it. Comes back toward the middle. Has it taken away. That'll be a Buff throw in. So Keaton Hartman will throw this one in for the Buffs. Daniel Burton trying to come away with the theft. Unable to do so. Mendez has it, takes it toward the middle, taken away by the Buffaloes. Here's a pass up ahead. In the middle. Trying to feed it up to Martinez. Martinez trying to run this one down on the near sideline. That's going to be kicked out of bounds, and that'll be a Buff throw in. So Martinez gets set to put this one in play. Martinez hits it down in the corner. Was knocked away and out of bounds, and that'll be a throw in for the Patriots. Boye will throw this one in. Taken away by Sam Scarth. Scarth controls it in the middle of the field. Sends it over on the right side to Hartman. Keaton drives it to Davis. Davis dribbles around a defender, takes it in the middle, finds Watson. Dillon over on the right side, taken away by the Patriots. They come across the pitch, coming up to make that theft for the Buffaloes. Still controlling it, driving it in the corner is Martinez. Feeds it toward Landis. Landis over on the right side. There's a dribble to the right side by Watson. Watson gets around the defender, puts a shot up. It's going to be knocked away. Davis has it. His shot is going to be ricocheted off the goalie and out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. Nice effort by WT. Credit Brian Martinez with sprinting up there to take that one away. And so Martinez will get to go in the corner and get set to put this one in play. Check it, it's not Martinez, it's Landis, I believe. So here's the kick toward the middle. It's going to be headed up, controlled by Burton over on the far side. Burton will kick it back. Here's a drive toward the right side. Now back to the middle. Burton has it, lobs it up toward the middle. Oh, there's a bicycle attempt, but that one wasn't there. And the goalie gets it out quickly up the field. It's going to be headed back by the Buffaloes. So Boya controls it over across the midline. Down in the corner. Here's a shot toward the middle, taken away by the Buff defense. Up ahead to Sam Scarth. Scarth comes over to the near side to Palomino. Palomino goes to the back line. Martinez will work it back over to Theo Bennett. Now over to Burton. The Buffs will reset the offense. Burton will come back. Bennett to Martinez. Now check it to Palomino. Over to Burton. Now he'll drive. Tries to feed it up along the far sideline. There's a give and go. Palomino has it to Davis. Davis drives it toward the middle. Jante passes it over on the right side to Watson. Here's a shot. It's knocked away. That was a beautiful feed. Trying to get it to Mateo. And that'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Played 10 minutes so far in this second half. A lot of action for both teams. The Buffs will throw this one in. Hartman over on the far side of the pitch. Taking his time, walking up. Gets set to put this one in play. Buffs lead 2-1. Hartman just waiting to get the offense set. Now the official says we're ready to play. Throws it to the back line. Burton puts his foot into it. That's going to be headed out, so that will be a corner kick for the Buffs. So Chris Palomino will put this one in play. So the Buffs set up the offense. Palomino puts his foot into it, and that's going to be headed up. Still a scramble for it, and the goalie comes up. Luke Ryan uses his 6'1" frame to get this one up ahead quickly. Scramble for the loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Patriots. So the Patriots put this one in play over on the far side of the pitch. Driving it in the corner. The Buffs come away with it here. Well, there's a shot just wide of the goal, actually. It's a nice effort by Tyler. And really, I believe that was Jordan Toy, 6'1" freshman from Hampton, New England, who kind of had that taken away and then drove it over as he was crossing in front of the goalie. Put a right foot into it, but just couldn't get it to fall through. Toy will come out, and coming in his place will be Luis Majeca, a senior from Houston, Texas. Played at Kip Houston High School. So nice effort by Jordan Toy, and he's going to get a bit of a breather. Ace-off Crystal puts this one in play. Davis heads it up to Beck. Beck driving it toward the middle. Has it taken away by UT Tyler. Buffs again. Martinez comes up, makes the theft, drives this one up. Feeds it toward the middle. To the back line, they lob it up. Tyler now feeds it up ahead. Mendez trying to work up. And this one is going to go out of bounds. And so that'll be a goal kick for the Buffaloes. Ace-off Crystal makes sure that one goes out. Sends it over to Theo Bennett as he gets set to put it in play. Crystal ready to go. Puts his foot into it with that southeast wind behind him. That one is going to be headed up out of bounds, and they're going to say that's a WT throw-in. It's off the shoulder of Saboya. And it comes Martinez to Landis. Over to Hartman. Keaton will go out to the middle to Sam Scarth. Scarth to Bennett's. Feeds it up ahead. Watson trying to get through traffic. Puts a shot just to the left of the goal, and that is going to go out of bounds. And that is off of UT Tyler, so a corner kick for the Buffaloes. Calamino will put this one in play. Chris gets set. Waits for the offense to get set. Played almost 15 minutes, still 2-1 is the score. There's a header up, and that one goes over the goal and out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick. So the official tells Keaton Hartman that'll be a goal kick, as he thought it was headed out by UT Tyler. No sub comes in for the Patriots.
Number 3, Brooke Williams.
Brooke Williams, a 5'11 senior from San Antonio, comes in. Tyler has it over on the far side of the pitch, along the sideline. They feed it to the middle. And that will come up over on the near side of Solomon Saboye. Feed it up ahead to Mendez. Mendez has that knocked away. Saboye gives it back to Mendez. He'll take it across the pitch. Ito will blast that one over on the far side. Buffs come away with the theft. Pass it to the middle. Palomino tries to feed it up ahead for Beck Adams, but that's too far for Beck to get to. And so controlled by the Patriots as they go back to the goalie. Luke Ryan will go to the far side of the field. Ito kicks it up toward the middle. Scramble for the loose ball. Comes over to Mendez. Mendez will drive it up, trying to drive it in the corner. That was going to be knocked out of bounds. Nice play by Daniel Burton. As he knocked that one away. So a corner kick for the Patriots with 28 minutes left to play in this one. 2-1 Buffs lead. Another corner kick for the Patriots. And this one's going to be way over the goal, and that's going to be headed up. And a scramble for it. It's going to be kicked to the near side, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that'll be, they're saying that is a Tyler throw in. So the Patriots get set to throw this one in. So Ito will throw this one in. Nori Ito will lob this one toward the goal. That's going to be headed back by the Buffaloes. Goes to the back line. Over to the far side with it, Craig Chisholm. Lob it up, Sabade has it. Oh, nice move toward the middle. There's a shot knocked away by the Buffs, and it's going to be cleared out. And up on the near sideline, it'll go across the midline, running it down. So Boye has it, goes to the back line. Working it up slowly, Brooke Williams. So Boye goes up again to the back line. Hugo Marquez will drive it over toward the midline. Back over to Williams on the near side. Pass up ahead on a give and go, taken away by the Buffs. It's going to be lobbed up. It's going to be headed back by WT out of bounds, and there'll be a throw in for UT Tyler. So Boye will throw that one in. Taken away by the Buffs. Bennett drives this one up ahead, trying to get it to Beck Adams. Taken away. Marquez will take it over on the far side of the pitch. Controlling it over there is Maheka. Taken away by the Buffs. There's a feed up ahead, trying to get it ahead for the Buffs. Scramble for it. Landis got pulled back a little bit. No call on the play. Feed out to the near side, far side, excuse me. Buffs have it. They take it toward the middle. And that one's kicked out of bounds, and that should be a corner kick for the Buffs, and that will be the case. Just under 25 minutes left to play. Some subs coming in. Elijah Daune comes in for his first opportunity today. Will come in for Beck Adams. Daune, 6-foot junior from Montreal, Quebec. So getting set to put this one in play. It's lobbed up toward the goal. Scramble for the ball. There's a shot that's going to be knocked away. That's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be another corner kick for the Buffaloes. So nice job over there on the far side. Again, getting set to put this in play will be Mateo Landis. Lobs it up. It's going to be headed out by the Patriots, but the Buffaloes try to control it. There's a shot that's going to go way over and out of bounds. And so that'll be a goal kick for the Patriots. 23:30 left to play. Buffs lead it 2-1. Coming back in, Philip Akeem Jr. comes back in for the Patriots. This will be a goal kick for the Patriots. Across the midline. Buffs knock it back. Scramble, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Nice effort by Davis. As DeJounte used his speed to get that one up quick. Coming in, trying to get it in quickly is the goalie. Luke Ryan, now he slows up a little bit. Ryan gets set to put this in play. Just under 23 minutes left to play in this one. 2-1 Buffs lead here at the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M. Under the lights. This one's headed out by Brian Martinez up to DeJounte, who gets it across to Watson. Watson with the left foot drives toward the middle. Has an opportunity. Shots knocked away by Ryan. Driven back. Coming up with it for UT Tyler is Mecco. He'll drive it up ahead. Knocked away by the Buffaloes. Martinez tries to dribble through traffic, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Temperature stopped to 74. We started at 79 in this one this afternoon. Still very pleasant for an October evening in Canyon, Texas. Daniel Burton has it over on the far side of the pitch. Puts his foot into it. There's a pass over on the left side, knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a throw-in for UT Tyler. So the Patriots get set to put this in play. They control it at the midline, go to the back line. Comes across, all the way across. Saboya drives up on the right side. A little give and go. Saboya has it almost taken away. Takes it in traffic. Nice maneuver to get it toward the middle, but it's knocked away by the Buffs. And Elidge tried to take that one away. So pressure on the ball. Daune comes up, puts pressure on the back line. Comes across over to the near side. It's Hugo Marquez. A little give and go toward the middle. The Buffs have it, and they knock it back up to Palomino. Elidge has it knocked back. There's a pass up ahead with it. Palomino comes up, and the goalie will drive this one out of bounds. And so Palomino got a breakaway. Credit Luke Ryan coming up and knocking that one away. Nice play by the redshirt sophomore from Dublin, Ireland. Buffs control it. Scarth over on the far side. Feeds it up to Davis. Davis trying to drive it in. Gets it back toward the middle. Elidge. Shot is knocked away. Ball still free, and that's going to be kicked up in the air. Scramble for the loose ball. A lot of contact. Martinez will take it back to Theo Bennett's. Scarth goes across the way, and that's taken back by the Patriots. Loose ball. Now WT's Burton controls it. Feeds it up ahead to Davis. Davis at the midline. Goes back to Burton. Burton feeds it up ahead to Elidge. Daune's tripped up, no call. That goes out of bounds, and that'll be a Buff throw-in as Elidge slow to get up. Kind of got tripped up going after that one. Says he's okay. He'll walk this one off. Coming in for the Buffaloes, Rotom Weiss.
Entering the pitch for the Buffs, number 16, Rotem Weiss. And entering the pitch for the Patriots, number 25, Ben Asiaba.
So Davis will come out as Weiss will come in.
And number 33, Jordan Toy.
So this will be a throw-in for the Buffaloes across the way. They get it in. Elidge has it. Goes to Palomino. Now he'll go back, and the Buffs will reset right at the midline. driving it. Elitch takes it in the middle. Taken away by the Patriots. They go to their back line. Pressure applied over to the near side. Go back to the goalie. Ryan will kick it out on the far side. Back to the near side. And then again, trying to move it. Brooke Williams. To the goalie. Over to Williams. Back to the goalie. There's a foot put into it in the middle of the field, but the Buffs' Brian Martinez runs it down, feeds it up ahead to Watson. They're trying to do a give and go. Over to Mateo, or excuse me, Chris Palomino, trying to do a give and go with Watson. We're on the far side, trying to drive it up. Buffaloes have it. Get it up to Martinez. Feeds it toward the middle. Mateo goes to Daniel Burton's on the back line. 16 and a half left to go in this one. Buffs lead at 2-1. Up ahead to Palomino. Palomino to the middle. Elidge runs that one down, goes over on the far side. Controlling it. Weiss sends it back to the middle. There's a little give and go. Try to drive in. There's a trip, and that's going to be a foul called. As trying to go on that one. Sam Scarth. Got a player down. Let's see if they're calling in a sub. Anaka Sato comes back in for Tyler.
Entering the pitch for the Patriots, number 15, Manaka Sato.
And so this will be a free kick for the Buffs. Also coming in, Calderon for WT.
For the Buffs, number 18, Venancio Calderon.
Come in for Chris Palomino. So the official marks off the wall where it can set for the Tyler Patriots. Getting set to put this one in play. Mateo, as he lobs this one up. Taken away. Buffs control of Martinez. Calderon. Mateo dribbles out of there. Still controls it up to Calderon. He drives it in the corner. Calderon comes over. There's a shot for the Buffs. It's knocked out of bounds by Sato, so that should be a corner kick for WT. 15:25 left to play. So the Buffs should get a corner kick out of this. Sam Scarth, Mateo, or excuse me, Sam Scarth and Watson and Calderon are all back deep for the Buffs. This one's put in play, scramble in front of the net, knocked away. There's a lob up ahead. They got a man free. And trying to get it up. Here's the shot. Across the goal, and oh, nice feed. Coming back on the weak side, nobody picked up. Louis Maheka. As Maheka got ahead to tie this one up at 2-2. So credit, nice drive up on the near side as WT kind of soft at getting back on that one, and UT Tyler able to exploit on that. Coming in for UT Tyler will be Sid Cleofe. And coming out will be Hugo Marquez. We're tied at 2. 14:37 left to play. Buffs control it. Come over to the near side to Brian Martinez. Feeds it up ahead to Watson. Back to Martinez. Toward the middle. Mateo. Landis drives it to the right side. And once knocked away, Buffs will send it back toward the middle. Calderon trying to run it down. Now feeds it to Hartman. Back to Burton. Burton will drive this one up. Drives it toward the middle. It's around a defender. Calderon takes it to the back line to Hartman. He'll come back to Asof Cristal. He'll put his foot into it toward the middle, trying to get it up to Elidge. Scramble for the ball. And still a fight for it. Coming away with it is Philip Hakeem Jr. And there's an offside called on UT Tyler. So Buffaloes will put this one in play. Martinez to Scarth. Scarth is going to be fouled by Philip Hakeem Jr. So getting set to put this one in play. It comes over on the near side. Controlling it is Watson. Watson will work it to the right side. Elidge will feed it up ahead. Pass toward the middle. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Buffaloes. Coming in for WT will be Gabriel Navarez. At the next opportunity, I should say after this corner kick.
For the Buffs, number 20, Gabriel Navarez.
Or no, now he'll come in. And coming out will be Watson. As Dylan will get a breather. Watson, the sophomore from Flower Mound. Navarez, as that one is put in, Mateo, just too much oomph on that one and knocked it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for UT Tyler. 12 minutes left to play. We're tied at 2. Buffs bring the pressure up. So throw in. So Boyer will knock this one in. Take control by the Buffs. They get it toward the middle of the field. Scramble for the loose ball. Martinez has it. Feeds it over to Scarth. Over to Burton. There's a foul called on UT Tyler. So free kick for the Buffs. Scarth gets set to put this one in play. Goes over to the right side. Trying to drive that one inside. Weiss shot is up, and that's going to be over the goal and out of bounds. And so several subs coming in for the Patriots. Coming back in will be Rodrigo Mendez. Also coming in will be Tato Meko.
Number 14, Tato Meko.
Also Lucas Paulun. So 4 starters are coming back in for UT Tyler. This will be a goal kick for Luke Ryan. Ryan puts his foot into it. Martinez will head that one up for the Buffaloes. Going to be reciprocated the other way. Bennett knocks this one up in the air. Scarth is fighting for it. Buffs will knock this one into their front end of the field. To the back line. Buffs put pressure. Elidge running down the loose ball. It's going to be lobbed up. WT will control it with a header. Out toward Calderon. Over on the near side, driving it up at Gabriel Navarez. To the middle. Now to the back line. Bennett over to Burton. Burton will drive this one up. Goes over to Hartman on the far side of the field. Back to Burton. Under 9 minutes left to play here in this one. Tied at 2. Nice move by Navarez. Takes it down in the corner. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, and so it'll be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. WT. UT Tyler tied at 2. Tyler got their goal from Luis Majeca to tie it up here in the second half. Here's the throw-in, a lob toward the middle. Coming out and picking that one up is Ryan. He'll put it in play, quickly attacking the other way are the Patriots. Across the midline. Try to drive it down in the corner. Scramble for the loose ball. Burton comes away with it. Daniel will drive that one up. To the back line. Martinez up ahead. Calderon over on the near side. Driving it is Navarez. Over across the pitch. Goes to Hartman. Check it. That's Mateo. Goes down in the corner to Weiss. His shot taken out by Luke Ryan. 7:40 left to play. Tied at 2. Martinez knocks that one at the midline. It's going to go over the head of everybody, and Cristal will run this one down. Get it out to Bennett. Over to Burton. Burton will drive this one up. It's passed toward the middle. Elidge, oh man, he's being held. My goodness. And that should be a yellow card, I would think. And that is a yellow card. As Elidge had his jersey grabbed and was being drugged back. So free kick for the Buffs. Official says put this one in play. Sam Scarth lobs this one up toward the goal, and Ryan comes up with it, ran into one of his own players. And so Ryan comes up with it. He'll wait for everybody to clear. I think Ryan may have had the wind knocked out of him a bit too on that one. As he puts this one in play, Martinez will head this one back. Navarez tackled there at the midline, taken away by the Patriots. They go across the field. Chisholm puts his foot into it, sends it up on the far side of the pitch. Driving in the corner, and we got a foul called, I believe, on the Buffaloes. So that'll be a free kick for UT Tyler. Coming up on the 6-minute mark left in this one, 2-2 matchup. The Patriots and the Buffaloes. And a free kick for UT Tyler. Chisholm will put this one in play. This one's lobbed up. It's going to be headed out by the Buffs. Brian Martinez will come up, or check it, come up and make that theft. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. And instead of Martinez, of course, that was Gabriel Navarez. Good speed as he came out. So Ben Siri comes in for his first action. Returning for the Buffaloes will be Kelvin Arteaga. And also coming in for the Buffs, Chris Palomino. There's a pass up ahead to Palomino. That one's taken away by the Buffs. Palomino has it. Trying to dribble through traffic. Still pushes it up on the left side. Trying to get it up to Navarez. Gabriel in the corner. That one's out of bounds. And what's the official say on that? Will be a throw in for the Buffs. They get it toward the middle. Elidge has it. Taken away by Ryan. 4:40 left to play. Tied at 2. Luke Ryan will hold on to it. Now puts his foot into it. There's a foul called on Daniel Burton's. Trying to use the back of a defender there to launch himself for a header. So that's going to be a free kick for Tyler. So getting set, it will be Craig Chisholm. Put his foot into it once again. Palomino will stand in the way. Chisholm will lob this one up. There's a header, knocked out. Controlled by Tyler. They bring it out and will reset. Drive to the right side, taken away by the Buffaloes. Feed it up ahead. Oh, sliding tackle is going to be called on Sid Cleofe. So that'd be a free kick for the Buffaloes. So Chris Palomino gets set to put this one in play. Sends it to the back line. Theo Bennett's 3:30 left to play. Goes over to Burton. Burton will drive this one up. Feeds it toward the middle. That's taken away by UT Tyler. And that's going to be a late foul called on Theo Bennett's. Bennett's. So free kick for UT Tyler. Under 3 minutes left to play. Tyler puts this one in play. Over on the left side. There's a shot toward the middle and knocked away by the Buffaloes. Buffs control it. Send it out. Nice play. This one's going to be lobbed up to Elidge. Chris Palomino trying to run that one down. Buffs control it. Burton feeds it up ahead. There's a pass trying to get it up on the near side. They go over to Palomino, lost the football. So scramble for it. Coming away with it is Mendez. Goes to the back line. Looks to and finds Saboye. In the middle, 2 minutes left to play. Tied at 2. Again, the Buffs, their last home meeting, they lost on a last-second shot, or they didn't lose. They tied. The last-second shot was St. Mary's when they thought their goal went in with half a second left to play, and the referee ruled that it did not. Driving on the right side, the Buffs have it toward the middle. Elidge has it. He'll dribble around. Come over toward the middle, taking it away. Tyler has it. They're over on the far side with it. And the Buffs will take that back the other way. Theo Bennett's 1:25 left to play. Gets it up ahead to Elidge. Along the sideline, trying to drive. That's going to be a throw-in for the Buffaloes. Throwing that one in is Ben Seary. That goes out of bounds. That'll be another Buff. Oh, no, they're going to say that's a Tyler throw. Got a sub coming in. Coming back in, Luis Maheka.
Entering the pitch for the Patriots, number 32, Luis Maheka.
That one's down in the corner. 45 seconds left. The Buffs clear it out across the midline. Tyler takes that one. Got to get it in the corner. Scramble for the loose ball. Maheka will try to drive it. It's going to be taken away by the Buffs. 25 seconds left. Buffs trying to feed it up ahead. There's the give. Up on the near side. Tried to run up on that one. Varez will go in the middle. Here's a shot toward the middle. Buffs have it. And that's going to be kicked up in the air, and that'll end it. And the official says that is it. As this one will settle for a 2-2 tie. A lot of exasperated players hit the turf. They are tired and worn out after this very physical contest between UT Tyler and West Texas A&M. But that'll settle for a 2-2 tie. And so for the Buffaloes in this one, Buffs will move their record to 6-4-4 and 3-1-2 in LSC play, while the Patriots will be 5-3-6 and 1-2-3 in conference play. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap this one up. But first, this break on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your healthcare needs.
Welcome back to the pitch on the campus of West Texas A&M as the Buffaloes and the Patriots settle for a 2-2 tie. Mateo Landis had the first goal of the game in the first half, give the Buffs a 1-0 lead. And then it was Rodrigo Mendez who tied things up at 1 apiece in the 15th minute of the first half. Beck Adams gave the Buffs a 2-1 lead in the first half, and that's how we went to our halftime. Only one goal in that second half, and that was a breakaway. As, again, credit the good push from UT Tyler's Luis Maheka as he was on the weak side, the back side, and got a crossover pass and was able to put that one in to tie it up at 2. And that's how we end this one today with a 2-2 tie. As we look at our final team statistics in this one, WT 17 shots compared to 9 for UT Tyler. Buffs really kind of lit it up in that second half. 7 shots on goal for the Buffs to 5 for UT Tyler. 5 saves for the Patriots, 3 for the Buffs. 10 fouls for the Patriots, 6 for the Buffaloes. 4 corner kicks for the Patriots, 8 for WT. And then offsides, 4 offsides were called against UT Tyler. Again, the final in this one, 2-2, as both teams settle for the tie. Again, WT moves to 6-4-4 on the season and 3-1-2 in LSC play, while the Patriots are 5-3-6 and 1-2-3 in LSC play. The WT hits the road this week as they will travel to Oklahoma Christian for a matchup on Wednesday before coming back home next Saturday as they will take on Midwestern State in a very obviously important matchup in the LSC. Midwestern State sits atop the LSC with that 5-0 mark. The Buffs are now 3-1-2. And so an important matchup for WT in that one. Big thanks to our Thunder Vision crew again for providing great pictures in this one this evening. Again, the Buffs and Tyler tied at 2 apiece. Lady Buffs fell earlier in our first game tonight by a count of 1-0 as they fell to Texas Women's University. Big thanks for watching along the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Until the next time, I'm Bryce Sheets. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you coming down the road on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.